Do you know how many IU of vitamin D you're taking? And if it's silently raising your calcium to dangerous levels? Most men don't. We take that little soft gel each morning, trusting it will protect our bones, brighten our mood, maybe even guard our immune system. But what if that quiet habit, done with good intentions, is slowly hardening your arteries from the inside out? What if your body, already slower to filter and balance at age 60 or 70, can no longer keep up with the flood of calcium that high-dose vitamin D brings into your bloodstream? I've seen it happen. Strong, disciplined men who took their vitamins faithfully, only to wake up one morning unable to speak clearly, their balance gone, their world forever changed by a stroke. According to research published in the American Journal of Medicine, taking too much vitamin D, even doses above 2,000 IU per day, can lead to elevated calcium in the blood, especially when combined with calcium supplements or certain medications. And the scariest part? There are no early symptoms. The damage builds slowly, in silence, while you sleep. I'm Dr. James, and in this video, we're going to uncover 5 common vitamin mistakes that many older men make, often without knowing. Mistakes that can quietly raise your stroke risk, affect your brain, and weaken your balance over time. We'll talk about the dangers of vitamin D at night, how vitamin E can cause brain bleeds when combined with heart meds, how too much B6 wears down your nerves, why vitamin A raises pressure inside your skull, and how high-dose niacin creates wild swings in blood pressure. And most importantly, I'll show you how to protect yourself. Not with more pills, but with simple, natural choices that support your brain and body as they are today. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now, let's begin. Mistake number 1. Taking vitamin D at the wrong time. The midnight trigger for stroke. Have you ever taken a vitamin thinking it was helping your bones, only to wake up one day with your speech slurred, your arm weak, and your world forever changed? I've seen that story more than once, and I want to tell you the truth, not to scare you, but to protect you. Because vitamin D, the sunshine pill, the bone protector, can quietly become a hidden threat when taken the wrong way, especially for men over 60. Let me explain. Vitamin D is essential, no doubt. It helps your body absorb calcium, keeps your bones from thinning like dry bamboo in the wind. It supports mood, immunity, and even sleep. But in high doses, and especially taken at night, vitamin D can behave like a storm cloud inside your bloodstream. Imagine this. You take your supplement before bed. While you sleep, your body slowly releases that vitamin D into your system, but it doesn't stop there. Vitamin D pulls calcium from your bones into your blood, and too much calcium in the bloodstream is like pouring cement into your arteries. The vessels harden. Blood flow slows. The brain starves for oxygen. And just like that, the risk of a nighttime stroke appears. Science backs this up. According to a study published in the American Journal of Medicine, excessive vitamin D, over 4,000 IU per day, has been linked to higher levels of calcium in the blood, especially in older adults whose kidneys and arteries are already under stress. The body simply can't handle that flood of calcium the way it used to. And here's the painful part. You don't feel it happening. There's no chest pain, no warning sign. Just one night you go to sleep feeling fine, and the next morning you can't move your hand, or your words won't come out right. That's exactly what happened to a man named Walter. Walter was 74, a retired Navy officer, strong posture, iron discipline. He lined up his vitamins every morning like he used to inspect his crew, one capsule at a time. Among them, a 10,000 IU vitamin D he bought at the store. He thought he was protecting his bones, but inside his body, something else was happening. One morning, his wife found him leaning on the kitchen counter, eyes foggy. He couldn't speak clearly. His right arm was limp. A stroke. At the hospital, his tests showed elevated calcium, stiff arteries, and volatile blood pressure. Not from smoking, not from bad diet, but from too much vitamin D, taken without medical guidance and taken at night. It broke his heart. "I thought I was doing the right thing," he told me, voice shaking. "I didn't know I was quietly damaging my brain." And he's not alone. Most seniors don't realize that vitamin D supplements in the US are often overdosed by design. Many over-the-counter bottles contain 5,000 or even 10,000 IU per capsule, more than double what your body likely needs. And if you're also taking calcium or certain heart medications, it's like throwing gasoline on a small fire. So let me say this gently, but clearly. Vitamin D is not evil, but it is powerful. And with power comes responsibility, especially when you're over 60, when your arteries aren't as flexible, your kidneys a bit slower, your sleep a bit more fragile. That's why I always recommend get your vitamin D levels tested at least once a year. Never take it before bed. Always in the morning. If you're taking more than 2,000 IU per day, talk to your doctor and consider getting more D the natural way, from sunlight, even just 10 minutes a day. Because the truth is, your body was never designed to get its wisdom from a pill. It was meant to gather it from food, from light, from movement, from life. And if your supplement bottle says bone support, but you're waking up dizzy, weak, or confused, listen to that whisper. Your body is speaking. You're not broken. You're not too old. You just need better guidance, not more pills. This isn't the end. This is your body asking to begin again. Stay with me, because the next vitamin might seem harmless. It's even called the heart helper. But for some men, it leads not to strength, but to bleeding in the brain. Mistake number 2, combining vitamin E with heart medications. The hidden recipe for brain bleed. Have you ever added a supplement to your routine thinking? This will help my heart stay strong, only to feel strange headaches, foggy thinking, or sudden fatigue you can't explain. Many older men, especially those 40 managing high blood pressure or heart rhythm problems, take vitamin E thinking it's a natural protector. But here's a truth not found on the label. In the wrong dose and wrong combination, vitamin E doesn't protect. It breaks the dam inside your brain. Vitamin E is often praised as the heart helper. It's found in capsules claiming to improve circulation, memory, skin health, even energy. But what most people over 60 don't realize is this. Vitamin E is also a natural blood thinner. And when you combine it with common medications like aspirin, Plavix, or warfarin, you quietly raise your risk of internal bleeding, especially inside the brain. Imagine a fragile riverbank. If the current gets too strong and the walls too thin, even a small wave can break the edge. That's what happens inside your brain's blood vessels when your blood is too thin to clot. And this isn't a theory. This is real life. Evelyn Brooks was 81, a retired librarian, quiet, witty, and sharp as a tack. She had a heart valve issue, so her doctor put her on warfarin, a blood thinner, and monitored her carefully. Her blood pressure was stable, her labs perfect. But one day, flipping through a senior wellness magazine, she saw an ad for natural vitamin E, 800 IU for brain and heart. Thinking it would boost her memory, she bought it. 3 weeks later, she collapsed with a terrible headache and vomiting. In the hospital, her scan revealed a hemorrhagic stroke, bleeding inside the brain. Not from trauma, not from high blood pressure, but from the mix of warfarin and high-dose vitamin E. Her blood had become too thin to stop even the smallest leak. That one capsule, meant to protect her brain, nearly took it from her. Science confirms this risk. According to data from the National Institutes of Health, the recommended daily intake of vitamin E for seniors is just 15 milligrams, about 22 IU. Yet most supplements on shelves offer 400, 800, even 1,000 IU in a single dose, and people take them daily without realizing they're stacking risk upon risk especially men, because men over 60 are more likely to have high blood pressure, take heart medications, and experience vascular stiffness, making the risk of a brain bleed even higher. The symptoms don't always come loud. It may start with confusion, dizziness, blurred vision, a sudden memory lapse. Then one day, your speech slurs and your arm doesn't lift. Not because of aging, not because of fate, but because a tiny vessel in your brain quietly gave out. Evelyn survived, but she now walks with a cane. Her short-term memory never fully recovered. And in her words, "I just wanted to help myself. I didn't know I was doing harm." How many men have felt that? You think you're doing the right thing, you're trying to stay strong, but no one told you. Even natural things can become dangerous when taken without understanding. Here's my guidance. If you are on any heart or blood pressure medication, talk to your doctor before taking vitamin E. Check your supplement label. Anything over 100 IU daily should raise a red flag, and if you really want to protect your heart and brain, reach for real food. Almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, avocados. Those are nature's way of delivering vitamin E in balance with fiber, oils, and enzymes that help your body use it wisely. Because your brain doesn't need extreme. It needs rhythm. It needs flow. It needs calm. And you, my friend, don't need more pills to be strong. You need more clarity about what strength really means. This isn't weakness. This is wisdom. Stay with me, because next, we'll explore a vitamin many men trust to boost energy and protect their nerves. But in reality, it may slowly strip them of balance, movement, and memory. Mistake number 3, overdosing on vitamin B6, the nerve healer that steals your balance. Have your feet ever felt strangely numb when you walk to the bathroom at night? Have your hands tingled when you hold a cup of tea? Do you sometimes feel unsteady for no reason, like the floor is moving even though it's not? Many older men blame these signs on aging, arthritis, or poor circulation. But in my years as a doctor, I've seen something else hiding behind those symptoms. Vitamin B6 toxicity, quietly wearing down your nervous system like time eats away at old rope. Vitamin B6 is often sold as a nerve protector. It's added to brain support supplements, energy blends, and multivitamins. The labels are seductive, boosts memory, protects nerves, supports mental clarity. But here's the truth, hidden beneath the marketing. Too much B6 doesn't support your nerves. It damages them. Slowly, silently, sometimes permanently. Let me tell you about Harold Jenkins, 76, a retired truck driver from Kansas. Broad shoulders, calm voice, hands tough from decades on the road. He came to my clinic because he had started falling. It began with numbness in his feet, then tingling in his hands, then moments where his legs felt like they didn't belong to him. The third time he fell, he hit his head on the bathroom floor. When we reviewed his supplements, it didn't take long to spot the culprit. He'd been taking a nerve support tablet he ordered online. The label promised improved circulation and brain power. Each pill had 100 milligrams of vitamin B6. He was taking 2 a day. That's 200 milligrams, 10 times the recommended upper limit for seniors. And unlike other vitamins that flush out in urine, B6 builds up in your tissues over time, especially in men over 60, whose liver and kidney function naturally slow with age. The science is clear. Studies from the Mayo Clinic show that chronic B6 overdose can damage the myelin sheath, the protective coating around your nerves, like stripping insulation off a wire. The result? Numbness, tingling, poor coordination, tremors, even mental fog. And the worst part? It comes slowly. So slowly that most men don't connect it to the pills. They assume it's just getting old. But old age isn't the enemy. B6 toxicity is. Harold was lucky. We stopped the supplements in time. His symptoms didn't worsen, but the nerve damage was already there. He uses a cane now. He stopped driving. And one day he looked at me and said, "Doc, I just wanted to stay sharp. I didn't know I was poisoning my own brain." My heart broke a little that day. because he did everything right. He cared, he tried, he trusted. And no one warned him. Here's what I wish every man over 60 knew. You only need 2 to 10 milligrams of vitamin B6 a day, and that includes what you get from food. Most people already get enough through eggs, bananas, fish, and whole grains. But brain supplements often contain 50, 100, even 200 milligrams of omega-3 200 milligrams, sometimes hidden under names like pyridoxine HCl or nerve blend. So check your labels, especially if you're feeling pins and needles, dizziness, or loss of coordination. Those are whispers from your nervous system. Not aging, not bad luck, just a warning sign before something worse. If you want to protect your nerves, do it with food, movement, and mindful rest. Walk in the morning sun. Eat foods rich in natural B6, like salmon, spinach, and oats. And most importantly, stop chasing brain boosters that overpromise and underprotect. Your brain doesn't need speed. It needs steadiness. It needs care. It needs peace. You're not falling behind. You're being called to slow down, to listen, to adjust. This isn't decay. It's a return to rhythm. Now stay with me. Because next, we'll talk about a vitamin many men take for eyesight and immune health. But in silence, it may be building up pressure in your brain like a storm behind a dam. Mistake number 4. Taking too much vitamin A. The silent pressure building in your brain. Have your eyes ever felt heavy in the morning, even after a full night's sleep? Have you had moments of blurred vision, dizziness, or sudden headaches that seem to come from nowhere? For many men past 60, these signs are brushed off. I'm just tired, we say, or it's probably my blood pressure again. But what if the real pressure wasn't in your vessels, but inside your skull itself? What if the culprit was something as small and innocent-looking as a vitamin A capsule? Vitamin A is often praised for eyesight, skin, and immunity. And rightly so. In the right dose, it's essential. But here's the hidden danger. Vitamin A is fat-soluble, which means your body stores it, not just for a day or two, but for weeks, months, even years. And when it builds up too much, especially in older adults, it can create a silent storm inside the brain. Let me introduce you to Miss Dorothy Simmons. She was 79, a retired piano teacher in Oregon. Elegant, disciplined, with a smile that softened even the most stubborn student. She taught from her living room and lived alone with grace. But then came the headaches. Then blurred vision. Then one morning, she slurred her words while pouring tea. Her children feared a stroke. But scans told a different story. No clot. No bleed. Instead, elevated pressure inside the skull, a condition called pseudotumor cerebri, or false brain tumor. The cause? Vitamin A toxicity. Dorothy had been taking a high-dose eye and skin supplement for over 5 years, nearly 10,000 IU per day, every day. She had no idea it was slowly creating a dam in her brain. The fluid in her skull couldn't drain properly. Tiny veins were compressed. Her brain was suffocating under its own pressure. Here's the truth. Most supplement companies won't say out loud, the safe upper limit for vitamin A in older adults is just 2,500 to 3,000 international units per day. And yet, many multivitamins contain more than that. Worse, seniors unknowingly double or triple the dose by taking additional anti-aging or vision pills, and your body, especially at age 60, 70, or beyond, doesn't clear it the way it used to. Your liver slows down. Your filters aren't as quick. So what gets stored stays stored. The damage? Pressure on the optic nerve, dizziness, headaches, vision loss, even memory problems. Dorothy is recovering. She goes for regular pressure checks now, but she can no longer read small print without difficulty. And during one visit, she whispered to me, "I thought I was doing something beautiful for my body. I never imagined it could hurt my brain." That sentence still echoes in my heart. and she's not alone. Many older men think vitamin A is harmless. We see carrots and think clarity. But in supplement form, it's concentrated. And your brain, already working harder with age, may not tolerate the load. If you truly want to protect your eyesight and brain, go with food first. Carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach. They provide vitamin A in the form of beta-carotene, which the body converts only as needed. No overload, no silent buildup, no hidden pressure, and above all, no risk of mistaking a beautiful intention for a harmful habit. Listen, your symptoms aren't a punishment, they're messages. Your body isn't breaking, it's begging to be heard. This isn't weakness, it's wisdom arriving in the form of discomfort. Now stay with me, because there's one more vitamin many older men take for cholesterol and heart health, but in high doses it doesn't calm your pressure. It shakes it like a tree in a storm. Mistake number 5, high-dose niacin, the heart helper that hijacks your blood pressure. Have you ever felt your face suddenly flush hot, your chest pound, or your balance shift for no reason shortly after taking your morning pills? Do you sometimes wake up with a racing heart or a strange buzzing sensation in your head? Many men assume it's stress, caffeine, or just another part of aging, but behind those waves of heat and pressure, there may be a quieter force at work: niacin, also known as vitamin B3. Niacin is widely known for lowering cholesterol. Many doctors even prescribe it. You'll find it in heart-healthy supplements, energy drinks, and fortified cereals. But what most men don't know, especially after 60, is that high doses of niacin can cause violent swings in blood pressure, stressing the heart and cutting off blood flow to the brain. Let me take you to Florida, where Frank Miller, 82, used to work as a mailman. Steady, warm, always moving. He came to me with strange symptoms: red-hot flushing in the face, dizziness in the mornings, and occasional confusion. His wife thought it was anxiety. His son blamed the blood pressure meds. But the real answer was buried in a bottle labeled cholesterol and circulation support. It contained 1,000 milligrams of niacin per serving, and Frank was taking 2 per day. That's 2,000 milligrams, more than 60 times what most older men actually need. What happens when you flood your system with niacin? First, it dilates your blood vessels, which causes the flushing sensation. Your skin warms, your cheeks redden. But minutes later, those same vessels snap back, tightening suddenly. That rebound constriction can cause your blood pressure to spike, your heart rhythm to falter, and your brain to receive less oxygen, like a garden hose that's kinking and unkinking all day long. It's exhausting for your system. Over time, this yo-yo effect wears down your resilience, like a tree being bent back and forth in strong winds. Eventually, something breaks. For Frank, it was a transient ischemic attack, or TIA, a mini-stroke. His speech slurred for 2 minutes, then returned. He thought it was a fluke. I had to look him in the eye and tell him the hard truth. Frank, your heart supplement is hurting your brain. And sadly, Frank isn't alone. Many men take high-dose niacin thinking more is better. They buy flush-free versions, assuming they're safer, but even those can silently raise blood pressure, trigger atrial fibrillation, or disrupt blood sugar levels. The safe upper limit for niacin in older adults, about 50 milligrams per day, and only under medical supervision. Most men need even less, especially if you're already on blood pressure or heart meds. If you're taking niacin right now, check the label and check your symptoms. Sudden flushing, dizziness, pressure swings, these are not random. They're signals. Your body is not overreacting. It's overburdened. And like Frank, you may feel betrayed. He told me quietly, I was doing everything they said, taking care of myself. But I didn't know I was gambling with my brain. It's a hard truth, but it's also a liberating one, because now you know. And when you know, you can change. Instead of megadose niacin pills, turn to foods that naturally support your heart and circulation. Salmon, peanuts, mushrooms, brown rice, beets. Simple, real, gentle. Your body knows how to use food. It has for thousands of years. Supplements are tools, but food is wisdom wrapped in flavor. This isn't about fear. It's about respect. You are not a failing engine in need of more oil. You are a living being that needs care, rhythm, and balance. What your brain needs is not more force, but more flow, more understanding, more kindness toward your own system. This is not the beginning of decline. This is the beginning of clarity. Thank you for staying with me through this journey. We began with a quiet fear. The idea that something as simple as a vitamin could steal your strength while you sleep. But now, I hope you see more clearly. You're not fragile. You're just carrying outdated advice. What we uncovered today isn't about blaming vitamins. It's about understanding how your body changes after 60, 70, even 80. Your metabolism slows. Your liver processes differently. Your nerves speak in whispers. What worked in your 40s may not serve you now, and that's not weakness. That's wisdom in disguise. We talked about 5 common vitamin mistakes. From vitamin D taken too late turning calcium into a threat, to vitamin E thinning your blood beyond safety when mixed with heart meds, then vitamin B6 unraveling your nerves little by little, vitamin A building pressure in your brain without a sound, and niacin shaking your blood pressure like a leaf in wind. Each one of these, in the right context and dose, has a role to play, but when taken without awareness, they can do more harm than help. So what should you do now? The answer isn't to fear supplements, but to respect them. Listen to your body, review what you're taking, ask your doctor, and whenever you can, choose food over pills. Your body understands food. It has for thousands of years. And you, my friend, you are not decaying. You are recalibrating. You are not behind. You are entering a season of clarity. If this spoke to you, leave a comment and write. Number 1. Tell me, what's one supplement you're rethinking after this? And if you believe more men deserve this truth, please like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more healing truths and positive energy. Because aging should never mean silence, shame, or surrender. See you in the next video.